We're back. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, welcome to the starting soon. Yeah, let me just move games real quick for that one. Yeah, let me just do that. Let me just do that. Do not play the lotto. Do not play the lotto. You will lose your points. Do not play the lotto. Don't do it. You will lose your points. The lotto's not set up yet, okay? Do not do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it right now. Please, don't do it. I told you I get scammed. Like, I told you it's not set up yet. Hold on. Hi. I just plopped into existence here. Yeah. Welcome back. Thank you first, right? Yeah. Please don't explode. Hey, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Dude, it's rough. Yeah, I think, guys, I think, oh, I think the music's gone. Yeah, it's okay. We'll just pick a different tune. You know, I think we'll go ahead and, like, kind of skip that game. Just putting it out there. Maybe we'll skip it. Maybe we'll skip it. You know? Maybe we'll skip it. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. How are you doing, Cactus? Welcome back. Or welcome to begin with, since I don't think I've seen you before here, like, today. Yeah, how are you guys doing? Popper just casually claiming the VIP thingamajig. Okay. Yeah, practically free. I mean, I guess so, right? I guess so. Okay, now the lottos. Now it exists again. Now it's existing again. Well, Papa, would you like to say anything before you get a big VIP? Would you like anything there? Almost free, hell yeah, dude. Almost a whole year worth of stream streaks, right? Yeah. Do you have any last words before you're gonna get veeped? Before you get veeped. Hold on, let me slash veep. Veep. That's right. It's not slash VIP, it's slash VIP with a U at the end. A little umlaut. I don't know counting, hell yeah. Well, luckily you don't have to do some accounting here. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Let's freaking go. Yeah, no, yeah, so that happened, right? That happened, didn't it? Maybe we skip midnight moments. You know, maybe we skip midnight moments, guys. Maybe we skip it. You know, maybe we skip it there. You know, maybe we skip it. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Which would lead us to the next game. To be fair, would lead us to the next one. Look, I mean, I guess I spend more time in Lootbound. I'm gonna save some time on midnight moments there. I guess, you know. I reckon. Because next up is Omen, Excidio, Hunger. Yeah, that's the name of it. That's the name. Omen, Excidio. There it is. Status. The next one. Meep. How are you doing? Hello. Yes. I have 65 stream streak as well. Let's go. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's right. We'll get a 100. Oh, actually did? Oh, shit. Actually did. It lives, we're alive. Been for a while. Been for like almost 5 minutes now. Holy! And well, congratulations, man. Congratulations right there with that one. You know, hell yeah. You did it. You won. You are a winner. You can't complain that it's rigged now. There you go. How it worked? Just had to restart stream because a silly little game killed OBS apparently, so... And like, I was even saying, you know, that... You know, it's not good for my OBS. I tried adjusting the settings, right? I tried adjusting it, but, you know, I should have just quit then and there. I should have just stopped. I should have just stopped it, you know? Yeah, did you not test it out before stream? How could I? Like, there's one... Okay, you gotta understand one thing, right? There's playing a game and testing a game, And it was playing a game while OBS is actively live broadcasting as well. It doesn't quite hit the same. It doesn't quite hit the same. Some things are hard to test when not live. And this is one of them. And, like, you can do a lot of tests, but that's not one of those you could do. And to be fair, like, the game looks extremely innocent and whatnot, and I didn't expect it to just murder OBS. You know, like, I did not expect that to happen. I mean, I'm kind of curious right now. Like it seems chill, right? It seems chill. It seems alright, you know? It seems okay, right? Not like I would know. I played barely anything about it, but... I mean, what's the requirements, right? They want you to have an Intel Core i5 AMD equivalent, 8 gigs of RAM, and a 6060 NVIDIA GTX. Mine is way better than that, so why did that happen, right? You know? Like, why did it happen? That's not right. That ain't right there, Chief. Oh, it's not too easy, let me tell you. But thank you for the 15 months right there, so carrying that is almost 1 whole year. Let's go! But yeah, let's do some Omen. Let's do some more for that game. Noir Detective Cthulhu game, effectively, alright? So you can think about it like that. No performance complaints in the reviews. I think the game specifically is OBS. I guess so, yeah. You know, like, I was worried the moment I saw the white border appear around the OBS window. And that's when I knew things were bad. You know, like, when it's like, okay, stopped responding and what have you. I knew it was gonna be a bad time then. I knew it was. But I didn't think it would, like, completely crash it. I did not think it would do that. Well, let's go to a game, which... Where am I? Help? Hi. I was actually down in the corner, apparently, because of OBS crashing. It just put me into the corner, you know? Yeah. Okay, I delete and destroy the malware. Good. Ralph, how are you doing? Hello. Yeah. Yeah, welcome everyone, or welcome back everyone, rather. Again, post-crash clarity hitting us right now. So I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for sticking around. And I reckon we'll probably have a few lurkers being like, what the fuck? Where am I? Where am I? What the fuck? Where am I? What was the string crash? Did it crash? I'm gonna leave now. Meanwhile, it's like, you know, we're live and everything, and you're just not realizing it. Yeah, those are in your 50 months, almost a full year. Yeah, there's a few. There's a few. Yeah, lurkers watching the end screen probably, right? Yeah, the board is taking the lurkers. It's terrible. It's terrible. Maybe they'll learn. Maybe they'll learn it's not over. But yeah, welcome to the Noir stream, but like not really, you know? Yes. New York, 12th of February, 1929, prologue, the case of the stolen cars. What is this, GTA? Mm-hmm. The overcast afternoon sky merged the hue of cigarette smoke, evoking a sweet craving for nicotine, sharp enough to make your throat prickle. In the foreground, the silhouette of a weathered, seemingly ancient wooden house looms before the windshield, completing the cheerful little picture of a dismal punch clock day. Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary for Riker Avenue. A place forgotten by God, lined with bare trees and overrun with wild animals. The people who live here usually hide their shady business. And the scrapyard we're investigating is no exception. The editor-in-chief is usually interested in the stolen car racket, unlike you. You carefully park the car at a discreet distance from the weathered house. According to your sources in the police department, there shouldn't be anyone here until morning, but you can never be too careful. Reach to your right to grab a photo containing your investigation notes. But your hand slips, and a slick cardboard surface sending in the entire content spilling under your seat. How annoying. You curse your circumstances with a string of worn-out expletives, and as you collect the fallen papers from the floor mat, you come across a small black booklet that had been buried among the pages of solved cases. It's a diary that you had kept until just a few months ago, and you had filled with disjointed thoughts and philosophical contemplations, inspired by a few too many drinks, and a successful project considering the undignified end you consigned to, abandoned and buried under the seed, as if it never existed. You're in hunger? No. It's a diary that you had kept until just a few months ago, and that you had filled with disjointed thoughts and philosophical blah blah blah. Without thinking much about it, you start flipping through the notebook. Your gaze far off, letting the memories of the last few years blur your vision. Saturday 15th, May 1920. The first image you see is that of a baby in swaddling clothes, cradled tenderly by a woman in bed. Your heart constricts at the memory, imprinted on your mind as if you had it right before your eyes. The most beautiful day of your life, or rather, of your lives. You and Margaret, who not long before had been worrying about the complications that your midwife feared during the pregnancy, would finally hold the fruit of your love in your arms. Young and unmarried, lacking the support of either of your parents, you decide to keep the child, which, to you, now seemed like the most beautiful, meaningful thing in the entire universe. And because the first daisies were sprouting outside, you called her Utgard. This sketch depicts the small door of an apartment just below the one you share with Margaret, tucked away with the forgotten alley near the old cemetery in Boston. You used to call it your workshop. Painting Warhammer minis was your passion, but it hardly filled your coffers. If your earnings came from occasional clients and odd jobs and that Margaret would take on, one day a distinguished-looking gentleman showed up at your doorstep. You'd assume he was lost, but it turned out to be an art critic from New York. His name was Edward Fruber. He was captivated by your Warhammer miniatures and the nature of things infused with the artist's feelings. So he invited you to join the Boston Art Club. Okay. Alright, painting minis is getting you somewhere. Exhibit paintings of people, landscapes. We're gonna do people. A lot of people were able to see your Warhammer miniatures in this small exhibition. You were excited and had trouble speaking, but your new friend, a glass of amber bourbon in his hand, stepped in to curate your work for you. You smile as you recall how much some of the visitors appreciate your Warhammer miniatures. Elliot Fuber, the younger brother of your benefactor, once described him as an excellent escape from the cold mechanical nature of Games Workshop, which so often fails to capture the true personality of its subjects, especially perhaps in the case of high social critiques. After the event, you began to get some commissions and steady stream of clients, meant your family could live comfortably for a few years. Look at that! I was letting my dogs out and was tricked for a second that the game actually refers to 40k. There you go. The sketch of the tear-stained, wavy paper depicts the three of you in a moment of fleeting happiness. A moment that was unceremoniously snatched away by a capricious hand of fate. No one knew exactly why it happened. The doctor said he had warned you for the possibility, but as parents, you had preferred to ignore it. No, actually, it was just you who chose to look away. You had vehemently refused to confront the prospect of losing Utgard, and you had behaved as if nothing was wrong. Did your willful ignorance make things worse? You never let her want for anything, and she always seemed so blissful. Margaret didn't shed a single tear at the funeral, remaining impassive as she stood before the tiny coffin being lowered into the ground, observed by a handful of mourners. You held her close, but she showed no reaction. It was the moment you foresaw the end of everything. The end times are here. In the following months, Margaret spun into the abyss of melancholy, her faith taking a macabre turn, so she recited the rosary for Utgard's soul, her voice echoing through your home and into your study. Your martial bond never recovered, and with each passing day you drifted further apart. You catch sight of a small wooden rosary peering out from among the pages. Your eyes still see the darkness of the bedroom. Your nostrils recall the acrid smell that had assailed upon entering. Your ears echo with the anguished screams as if your throat were releasing it once again. You realize that your gun, an ancient relic from your military service, was absent from your desk drawer. It was already too late. She has decided to join your little girl. Meanwhile, you remained there, weeping for both. This took a dark turn real fast. Holy fuck. You were painting war miniatures one moment and then this happens. Holy. Yeah. One of the sketches portrays a portly, elderly man with a bushy beard, handing you a basket containing a one-eyed black cat. You had just settled into your apartment in New York, lived next door, but was relocating to a place where you could no longer accommodate his feline companion. He asked if you could be willing to take care of him, telling you the cat would quickly bond with anyone who fed him. You were uncertain how much time your new career as a journalist would demand. Courtesy of Fruber, you didn't know how long you'd stay. Yet, faced with that endearing little face, you gave in. And so, following the man's suggestions, you gave your unexpected new friend a name. Medes. Like the first pharaoh who unified Egypt, Pluto. Like the god of death in classic mythology, Salem. Like the city of witches your family hails from. Of course it hails from Salem, you know? Of course it does. It's gonna be Pluto. Pluto the cat. The portrait of Colin is in front of you. He was the first friend you made in New York. At the time, you were conducting research of an article on a group of smugglers who were supposed to sell a batch of gin to be sent to Chicago. You know, the police were sent to intervene, and you went to the designated spot, hiding and ready to observe the situation. But when the authorities arrived, chaos erupted. One of the criminals unleashed a hail of machine gun fire, rattling them, forcing the police to withdraw, while his partners? Yeah, well, the police's parents secured the cargo, you know? Yeah, police bomb, police fodder, you know? Yeah. An officer lay wounded on the ground, struck by a bullet. The aggressor, holding him at gunpoint, ordering his colleagues not to play any tricks. But you were right there, ready to act. You made noise to draw attention, you attacked the aggressor and threw him on... Yeah, I'm gonna body him. I'm like a hippo just charging him immediately, you know? Yeah. Absolutely. You stopped thinking and started running. The criminal spotted you at the last second, but you threw yourself at him to try and pin him down. You started rattling wildly, and a searing, agonizing pain pierced through your shoulder. Your strength gave out. You crashed on the ground moments later, blanked out. When you came to, you found yourself in a hospital bed, and the man you'd risked your life for was the one next to you. Introduced himself as Detective Colin Wright, and you greeted him with a warm smile, introduced yourself during the days of recovery. The two of you talked a lot, and you found something rare in the sprawl of the city. A real friend. But in the end, the article was to someone else. Alright. You close both your eyes. The journal dispelling the past with a deep sigh. Placing the journal back to its designated spot, you focus on the real reason of your visit to Riker Avenue. Come on. Gazing out of the window at a relentless frigid drizzle drenching the ground, exhaling frustration, regretting having forgotten an umbrella, and yet the weather isn't all that different from Boston's. You should be used to it by now. Return your attention to the papers in your folder, double checking your location, and taking a moment to review anything that might prove useful. I has Kitty on my titties. Picker never happened. Bring your mom to the police department. Yeah, basically bring your parents to the police department. It's like, yeah, the parents were securing the cargo, you know, all is good, right? John Mahoney is a textbook lowlife, A man who modifies stolen cars and then sells them to the highest bidder. A dull, moderately dangerous story. The worst combination. Stepping out of the car, you find yourself in a spectral expanse strewn with remains of a mangled vehicle. The forest yields to a peculiar open-air junkyard, at the center of which stands a big house, reigning as the unrivaled monarch of all the wreckage. Its stark contrast against the desolate sky is almost jarring to the eye, while the wind carries the melancholic creaking of decaying timber. That poignant symphony that appears to challenge both the weather and the relentless march of time. Very picturesque. What a guy. Yeah, very picturesque. You offer the remark with a touch of sarcasm, almost under your breath, a defense against the urge to light up a cigarette and quell your restlessness. In contrast to the bustling metropolis of Manhattan, this place feels utterly alien. It seems like a world away from civilization. You know, a relatively short walk could take you to the coast, with its harbors and ships. It's a scouting area. You cross the scrapyard and come to the side of the house. Your vigilant eyes sweep from side to side, hoping to uncover something that could bring your investigation closer to its end. It's a proof of cut. Find the evidence to solve the stolen car case. What the fuck? That's a doll! Doing impaled on a branch! Not a thing Mahoney had any kids! Shit! There we go. Joker, how you doing? Welcome back. Lunch and woke up minutes ago. Hey, don't worry, like, the stream crashed as well earlier, so welcome to Omen. Excited you. Hunger. Without a fear. The barn door is completely devoured by rust. I've got to find a way. I found... gotta get in. Don't you break it with your bare hands. Kick in the door. No way. The cops make it look easy. And to find something heavy enough to help me break the bolt. Pathetic. You gotta aim where the handle is, loser. Come on. Never broke a door before? Also, let me rise up a little bit. There we go. I can of black paint. Well, we'll paint the living room walls with it. Why not? Bop! I can of black paint. Black Chrysler. It's not like they went to much trouble. Never mind, I never thought I was sophisticated enough for a Chrysler. Window? I didn't expect an point-and click game, to be fair. Did you? Always did. So, the needle in my hand is starting to hurt. I guess I will need another one. And another one! It looks like someone has been burning trash here. I can reach the bottom of the barrel. If only I could. Well, my first show of exercise for today. Let's see what we have here. Burnt fabric. Looks like clothes. They didn't burn them to keep warm. No. It's winter, but it's not that cold. There must be something underneath. Oh, clothing. Well, it's a big stone. I don't think it stands much of a chance against a rifle, but it's really better than my bare knuckles. I use rock on door. Just takes the right blow. About an hour. What should I eat for lunch before I go? Now, I'd love to just say food, but if you want a more constructive review of what you should do for nutrition, I would recommend maybe you get some rice with a side dish of chicken and a couple greens. You know, you can go wrong with some broccoli. You know, maybe put some gravy on top of it as well. You know, you could try and do that. You could try and do that as well, right? Alternatively, if you don't feel like going out of the way to create some dish like that, you can always opt in for spaghetti. I would recommend carbonara. However, if that is also still like too much to ask, you can always just order a doner kebab. Which I don't even know if you have around, but honestly, go for one if you can. Definitely put to better use here than Mahoney's had. And less illegal. Yeah, again, fuck it, we're bored. Yeah, again, it's happening again because technically I had to restart stream. Like, we've not been actually just streaming for 24 minutes here. Could have used it outside. A butcher's cleaver. Who knows what that poor ladder did to Mahoney to deserve this? A wagon wheel. Who knows if they paint the horses too? I wonder if this is Mahoney's private stash, or if he's reselling bottles at a premium. The flow of gasoline. Someone's willing to commit arson just to sweep it all under the rug. I would say that these planes aren't exactly here for collecting. I have what I needed to close this damn case. Alright. There might be some detail I've missed. I'd better have a look. Real? Uh-huh. Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that, man? Like, you say that, right? You say that. No, say that. Why are you saying that? Like, you're making me second guess now. Just Mahoney. Just Mahoney's place. Nah, we're going. You got enough after all, right? Just have a protein shake. Oh, well. Yeah, never mind my, you know, advice, I suppose. You know, whatever. It's not like I actually care. This sounds like a lot of work then. As you make your way through the brushwood, a sudden noise catches your attention. A heavy grating squeak that lasts no more than a second. The sound came from the house. You're sure of it. Someone inside? But information you received have been off. You can feel the adrenaline pumping through your veins, and your investigative instincts kick in. This could be the perfect chance to catch John Mahoney or one of his boys red-handed. That was a gamble, and one that could end with a gun pointed at your head. It's certainly a more exciting prospect than returning to that newsroom with nothing more than a stack of counterfeit license plates. You strain your ears for any other sounds, but an eerie silence shrouds the junkyard and the shack. Guided by your needs to know, you cautiously approach the decaying structure. You will pick for the window. Yeah. But I don't have much time to make that. Yeah, I mean, I know. Again, don't worry. Like, I'm just messing about, right? Encircle the house in search of a window that could offer a vantage point. It might be harder to see anything, but at least you'll be safer that way. Some of the windows are obstructed with peeling shutters, and others reveal a vacant room. In that room, you catch a glimpse of a moldy sofa and a rickety table with some trash on it, but nothing more, at least. At last you discover a small window at the rear. Its glass cracked, but clear enough to afford you a glimpse inside. On the other side of the glass you see a small room full of piles of junk. The first thing you notice is illuminated by the only beam of light that enters the room. Is a set of overalls, crumpled and discarded on the floor. Your eyes follow the streak of light as it sweeps across the wooden floor, until you meet the silhouette of a child. You blank and sharpen your focus, stunned by the surreal sight you behold. Through the encrusted glass, yet the image remains unaltered, a child enshrouded in the deep shadows of the shack. Your first instinct is to make sure that the child is alright, but your eyes can't help but give the lie to everything you're trying to tell yourself. The child is completely naked, curled up in a natural position, and there is blood. This game is not pulling punches, dude. It's not pulling punches, holy. Yeah. Light novel investigation game seems like it. Eyes go wide and you back away for a moment. What kind of place did Ferber send you to? It was supposed to be a hideout of a car thief, not this nightmare. While you're still grappling with the unsettling image of a child huddled in crimson puddle and the room's doors creak open, drawing your attention to the shadow figure stepping through the doorway. It approximately is the size of a man, yet in comparison to human ends here. Its skin is pallid and wrinkled, resembling cloth soaked in water for far too long. Crinkled layers of skin piled upon one another, grotesquely dangling at small spongy peaks. A peculiar rhythmic sound draws your attention to the creature's lower extremities, which are slender and gaunt, culminating in the hooves of a horse. Its hands, needle-like, razor-sharp claws, and where the face should be, a circular maw bristling with fangs glistening with vicious slime. You cannot comprehend what you see. Perhaps you're going mad. Perhaps the stress of recent times is playing tricks on you. As you continue to grapple with the unfathomable, you watch the creature lunge at its lifeless victim, begin to ravage its pitiful remains of the child with a ravenous frenzy. But then the creature suddenly freezes, sniffing the air for a moment, with exasperating slowness, turns its snout towards the window and swallows a piece of meat with a disgusting twitch. Yo, that's our platform! Of his round jaw. The creature advances with a slow, measured gait toward the window, bringing that wrinkled clot of blood and skin closer to your face. It has no eyes, and yet you can feel it staring straight at you. Your body reacts all at once. Up your instinct while your mind is still trapped in the horror you've just witnessed. You bolt off to the porch and break with a run and with no intention of looking back. Barely only back a scream on the top of your lungs. It blends with the sounds of shattering glass and a cry that ties the beast at your heels to no creature of the animal kingdom. Your muscles move on their own, guiding you to the parked car. You drop into the driver's seats and fumble the keys in your sweaty, trembling hands. Your vision is so blurred that it takes a couple of attempts before you manage it. Each one leaving you more breathless, all the while dreading the creature might lunge at the car. I was almost choked, really a Brucey, right? On the third frantic try, the keys found their place and the engine rose to life, a sound so damn comforting in that moment. You wrench the car into a dangerous U-turn, the tires screaming as you picture the creature bound after you in a great leaps, staring too close, the last few yards between you and the enormous claws of your car. You don't wait for the full scene to reveal itself. Foot slams down the accelerator, and you can almost hear the creature's jaws snapping shut on empty air as your reliable car surges away from Riker Avenue. Only a few miles away from the house in the junkyard, your breathing gradually returns to normal. Your heart is finally slowing down, and it's only now that you realize you may well just have come close to a heart attack. I reckon. Made it out alive, which is the most important thing, but you can't shake the image of what you witnessed, and probably never will. You grip the steering wheel with your bloodless hands, huffing now and then in an effort to ease the tension that still grips you. Yet, it proves futile. Your shirt is soaked with sweat, and still, you're racked with cold shivers, as if you were running a fever. The first time you're able to draw a deep breath is when the rain unleashes a deluge upon the car window with the intensity of unreasonable summer downpour. Dude, I wish, same here. At that moment, you glimpse the island of Manhattan in the distance. Like an impressionist painting, striped by the storm, it appears to so reassuring when its lights piercing through the enveloping darkness. Every now and then, you find yourself instinctively glancing at a rear-view mirror, gripped by fear that a creature might be tailing you. You're fully aware of the irrationality of this fear, but your mind is still reeling from the shock of what you've witnessed. There is not such a thing as monsters, you remind yourself, except in works of fiction and the minds of superstitious and deranged. But what you saw was no costume. It looked far too realistic. And the blood, all the blood, that too, like the child's lifeless body, seemed so damn real. You don't know if the images flickering before your eyes are the ones you truly witnessed, or if they're just products of your troubled mind. Amidst the turmoil of emotions, what haunts you the most is that you did nothing for the child, and was truly already dead. or might have been, a chance to save him? Could you have torn him from the monster's clutches? Would it have been worth facing a creature, even to die a hero? You have no answers. A lump forms in your throat, leaving just one thought in its wake. You left a child to the cruelest of fates. Once more. Ah, don't guilt trip yourself. Paint some Warhammer minis, it'll be fine. You cross the bridge leading to Manhattan's Island as you can't help but admire the grandeur of the towering skyscrapers that already greeted you from afar. The glow of the great city helps drive off the tormenting visions that of the hovel as you move into the dizzying streets of New York. There's a certain solace and that realization. There are no monsters here, only busy men, most likely fathers, eager to return to their wives and children. And as your thoughts circle back to the naked figure of the child, you pull over to a quiet spot on the side of the road and rest your forehead on the steering wheel. You take a few deep breaths and try to regain full control of your body. How the hell is it possible? You're tempted to ask yourself what you did to deserve this harrowing experience, but far too many plausible answers clamor in your mind. The weight of it all seizes your throat in a suffocating hold, causing your eyes to well up with tears. You can't bear the burden on your own. You may not have extensive network in Manhattan, but you have a handful of trusted friends. You need to confide in someone before your mind unravels, pushing you over the edge into madness. Do I get to pick my friend now? Yeah. New York, 12 February 1927. Afternoon. I just made a call with one for the king. I know. Colin or Ferber? I'll go with Colin. Does the police station where Colin Wright, your friend and informant, works? I would certainly listen to your story. Would you believe it? I know. We'll confide in him. Act 1, City of Secrets and Shadows. Night has fallen. Yet, Fifth Avenue is as busy as ever. You pass by the police headquarters where your informant Colin Wright is stationed. From the looks of it, there doesn't seem to be much going on inside. You find a nearby parking lot, lean back in your seat and ponder your next steps. But it's not just the person who discreetly feeds you confidential information from the inside of the police force. It's also your best friend, and you've made since coming to New York. After all, you saved his life, or, at the very least, took a serious hit for him. And he hasn't forgotten that. There's trust there, and he'd hear your story out. To the end without batting an eye. I'm loving my Torque audiobook. Kinda is, right? It's kinda just an audiobook for you guys right now with some visuals here. As you struggle to find the right words, you notice the police officer striking a flyer to a lamppost. The rain temporarily subsides, and you can make out a small figure on the paper. Your heart leaps again, a dark sense of dread forcing its way through your mind. Wait until the officer has moved away before opening the door and stepping outside, body protesting loudly from the accumulated strain. Oh, look at him! He looks like the Michelin Man, you know? You look at the flyer for a long time and finally breathe a sigh of relief. It's a report of a missing child, but the one picture looks very small. Probably 1 or 2 years old at most. Can't be the same one you saw being torn apart by the monster. But as soon as you start reading the words printed on the paper, your eyes widen. Amongst the various details listed about the child on the flyer, one particular piece of information stands out. His age. 4 years old. The photograph is plainly old. The child would surely be bigger by now. The thought settles heavily on you as you try to reconcile the features of that helpless, bloodied little body, left in a pool of blood, with a cheerful drawing with a child looking like the Michelin Man on the flyer. At the bottom of the flyer, you see the family's address, At the time of his disappearance, the kid was wearing a blue suit and black trousers, with no coat or hat. The only distinguished feature mentioned is the small scar on his lip. You try to convince yourself that it's just a coincidence. After all, plenty of children go missing every day in New York. Children of illegal immigrants, kids abandoned by their own mothers, unwitting victims of some score settling. Besides, this child was from Brooklyn, far from the dilapidated shack of Riker Avenue. Yet, despite your best efforts, you can't get rid of a nagging suspicion that this is more than just a random occurrence. You look at the entrance of the station and study it for a moment. You and Colin have been exchanging information under the table for almost a year now. And you do have your rituals. Your favorite place to chat, away from prying eyes of his colleagues. But this is an emergency. You can't wait until your next meeting. Yet, you also know that if his superiors found out about your little arrangement, your friend would most likely lose his job, if not worse. You also have no idea whether he's on duty tonight. Stepping inside, you're met with a wave of hot, stagnant air and a blur of uniformed bodies rushing in every direction. The room buzzes with overlapping voices, each one straining to be heard through the constant ringing of telephones. You have to decide what to do. Filing a complaint the regular way, with the first available policeman, would risk exposing your relationship with Colin. No matter how upset you are, this is still infanticide. On the other hand, you've seen something you can digest, and Colin may be the only one who wouldn't dismiss you as crazy. You could try to find among the officers and pretend to bump into him by chance, playing it off as naturally as possible. I've never really tried your hand at acting. Oh, well, if I call him, yeah? This is a good homie of mine, right? As you walk, you keep an eye on the man in the uniform passing by, hoping to spot Conan. There seems to be no sign of your friend, however. And the chaos around you feels like a claustrophobic maze with no way out. Then, as if from an unknown corner of purgatory, you see your friend emerge from the crowd when he strides towards you, waving past his colleagues with effortless skill. All the while keeping a steady, hard gaze fixed on you. He greets you very formally, shakes your hand, and gives a very insincere smile. Ah, it's you. Please follow me. I will take your complaint as we agreed yesterday. He puts a hand on your shoulder and leads you to his desk, squeezing a little harder than you would have expected, making you jump. Are you out of your mind? He groans in a low voice, so that only you can hear him in the midst of the throng. Within moments you reach your destination, a cubicle overflowing with paperwork, files, an absurd number of notes scattered across the tables near the entrance of the police station. Give me all the details. The man sits at his desk, maintaining a formal tone even though no one is paying attention. You find yourself muttering softly, not quite sure what to say, despite all of the time you spent preparing your speech. The words just don't come out. Something grips your throat and leaves you grasping for air. You finally manage to muster a few words. It's just something terrible. I think a child was killed. His eyes widen for a moment before it returns to staring at the complaint form to be filled in. The weight of what you just said hits you like a speeding car. It is as if you just made real what you just saw in the house of Riker Avenue. It wasn't real before. Just an image burned into your mind. Now it feels like the fire is actually burning. So, as I said, this friend of yours refuses to return the books you lent him some time ago? Let's see. In fact, it amounts to theft. This false statement, Conan rescues you from the abyss created by your words, until loud enough to discourage any sharp-eared officers on the other hand. No one cares much about skirmishes between old friends, do they? You nod, a little bewildered, while he jots down your information with the mechanical precision of someone who does it all the day. You parking nearby? The silent mumbles so quietly you can barely hear him. You nod again and tell him where you parked your car. Give me 15 minutes and I'll join you. He says it almost in a whisper, before shifting back into a formal tone laced with subtle irritation, as if he was a wary officer forced to put up with yet another whiner, fed up with endless petty complaints. Well, we'll see what we can do. Goodbye! And there he goes. Yeah. In the car. Colin opens the door in your car and gets into the passenger seat. You couldn't help but notice how cautious he was about his simple action, almost as if he was expecting to be spied on. Sometimes you think he's exaggerating a bit, but maybe just comes with the job. Without a word, he motions for you to get going. You start the car, then merge into Manhattan's evening traffic under a downpour that shows no sign of letting up. The two of you remain silent for a while. You've been in this situation before. Your friend waits until he is far enough away from his place of work to be comfortable with the conversation. You sigh a little annoyed. Been driving in circles for a while now. The station is well behind you. I must dip against all my wants for people are loud. Absolutely, I will. Yeah, absolutely. No, go for it, Cabby. Go for it. We'll be here for a little longer as it is. You said you saw a child killed. Tell me everything. This is not my kind of game, but the art is amazing. I would not say it is an indie game. Yeah, no, it's very much one. It very much is one. I mean, I didn't expect as much reading, to be fair. But I don't mind it either if you guys don't. His eyes are full... Wait, yeah. His eyes are full of anticipation. And you can guess why. Colin is a family man with 3 kids. So it's no surprise the news seemed to hit him on a personal level. Now that you think about it, one of the things his superior often accuses him of is getting too emotionally involved in cases. Remember the junkyard on Riker Avenue? Never a hunch it was Warren Gaffney. What am I accusing here? Yeah, remember the junkyard on Riker Avenue? He knows. He knows exactly what it's about. He was the one who passed along the information about the place to begin with. I was there today. I saw a child in the shack. I don't know if he was dead or alive, but he was in bad shape. Very bad. There was blood everywhere. God. If I could get that scene out of my head. Gonna stay silent for a long time. Watching him trampling hands on the wheel. Wouldn't know it at first glance, but he's a very tactful man. And quite empathetic too. He's shown you that many times. I can only imagine how horrific it must have been to see all that. You have John Mahoney's file, but I must admit I never thought he could be such a monster. Like I said, I know for a fact that he's out of town. He takes another long pause, pinching the bridge in his nose, as if trying to gather his thoughts on what he just heard. I don't know. It must have been a score settling. They must have killed that little boy to get back to someone. If only we had some proof. I've got it. 4 fake planes in the shed next to the house. It should be enough to arrest him. But that's not all. Colin. There's more. I've heard the child was, William Gaffney. His body being devoured by a monster. I'm probably not gonna tell you about a monster. Policeman wrinkles his nose and frowns. One of his usual concerned expressions. The whole of Brooklyn is up in arms over the disappearance. Are you sure you didn't let yourself get carried away? I mean, the picture on the flower is old and my dad useless. Besides, Queens isn't exactly around the corner. A lot of kids go miss. I know what you're going to say. I thought about it too, but the one I saw die in that house was the same age, and the timing coincided. He sighs and shakes his head. You can see that he wants to keep cool and think about it. To show you that you're making a mistake, but you know what you saw. You'll never be able to forget it. Trust me, bro. Bro, trust me. Have I honest mentioned Gaffney's and Gaffney's on Rikers Avenue? Well, we did see some clothes being burned. We did see some clothing being burned. This is you again, and this time you notice a shadow of apprehension and understanding on his face that there wasn't before. As a policeman, clearly you need something concrete to give you a testimony, to give your testimony a chance. After all, he spent years collecting users' complaints and the tall tales of compulsive liars week after week. He looks at you, waiting for further explanation. There was a barrel in the shed with burned materials inside. I found some scrap of blue and grey fabric, and from what I read, those were colors of Gaffney was wearing when he disappeared. I got the impression it had to be done to get rid of some evidence. I understand, but it could have been someone else's clothing, or a curtain, or at the same spot where a child of the same age as the one missing was killed so soon after. The policeman sighs and gazes out of the window for a moment, lost in thought, as if trying to count the raindrops against the glass. Right, it's too strange. He frowns and mutters something thoughtful. William Gaffney. You say nothing, but you notice that your friend is following the same reasoning you did. And now he's still not convinced. In fact, he's not convinced at all. He's seriously giving you the benefit of the doubt, which is what you would expect him to do. Alright. What do you say we head back? Mahoney must still be out of town. Let's see what we can find out about the truth of this story. The thought of going back to Riker Avenue so soon after meeting the monster sends a chill down your spine, and your stomach clenches. Your first reaction would be to snap a sharp no while calling to call for reinforcements, but what I can do is not and turn and head back to the godforsaken place. Probably the right thing to do. Also, the most dangerous. Off the last stretch of the road, Colin advises you to turn off the headlights just in case, and you obey. The park almost mechanically in the same spot as before, now without a certain unease. It seems as if you are retracing your own steps again, and maybe this time the monster will actually catch up to you. You shake your head and turn off the engine, and look at Colin, trying to take comfort in his presence. At least this time you're not alone. Your companion has 6 shots in the chamber. And then it's gonna die. You both get out of the car, now that the rain has finally stopped, and move with extreme caution. Everything is dark around you, but a cloudy sky provides enough light for you to move between the car wrecks without stumbling. Colin looks at a dilapidated house shrouded in darkness and listens. You do the same. You hear nothing from inside. You can shake the fear of the creature is hiding somewhere. Your heart beats wildly as you approach the house. There we go. Just then, your friend pulls out a flashlight. The beam of light pierces the darkness and blinds you for a moment. You flinch and whisper to Colin under your breath, afraid someone might hear you. I didn't realize you brought that thing with you. Let's just say it stayed with me after the rounds. You wanted me to set fire to a piece of wood? I can't see a thing around here. I'm pretty sure nobody's home. Let's go in, but stay alert. Approach the building. He lights up the ground in front of you. The Colin stops. Something has caught his attention. A beam of light has come to rest on some loose earth at the foot of a tree. Could be nothing. Maybe a dog buried something there, but better have a look. You shine the flashlight while he digs through the wet mound and begin to move it handful by handful with such mechanical precision. You cannot but wonder how many times he's done this before. You don't have to wait long before he pulls out what appears to be a pair of small shoes covered in sticky mud and grass, which he cleans as best as he can. Well, this is definitely bizarre. He sits up and wipes his hands on his underside of his uniform. He takes his light back and signals for you to follow. The porch creaks slightly as you step to face the entrance of the house. At the slightest touch of the policeman's hand, the door opens in front of you. The narrow hallway opens up before you, lit only by your flashlight. Surprisingly, the entrance is fairly clean, and the walls appear to be freshly painted in white paint. Suddenly the floor creaks beneath your feet, followed by Colin's muted cursing. Though, there are no sounds to indicate that anyone else could be listening. Colin is quite scrupulous in searching from room to room. You stand beside him, almost clinging like a kid to his mother's skirt, as much as you already know perfectly well what you will find in those rooms. You shudder at the thought of what might lurk in the last one. The light from the flashlight brings the collapsed inner staircase into focus. Your friend lingers for a moment. You can't get through here. We can try railing outside when we come on in. We can try their railing outside. No, we can try railing outside. We can try the railing outside. Holy miswording here. Maybe, hey guys, maybe we can try railing outside after this, you know? You lose yourself in the torn up steps, imagining the best use of your use away effortlessly, leaping the whole flight into the floor above. In the process, you take your eyes off the feet and stumble awkwardly over something on the floor. You hiss a curse, and you bend down, getting ready for the railing. Picking up the object that nearly knocked you to the floor. A book. Ayo, right? Morg, do we get to eat the book when you're done with it? Yeah, you can go for it. Conan, who was lighting up the first room and to the right, immediately turns and points his flashlight at you. The beam of light immediately reveals the simple cross stamped on the cover. A quick glance at the first few pages confirms your suspicion. Bible? What the hell is going on in the middle of the hallway? What are you doing? You see outside? The place is worse than a dump. Won't you step and follow me? Uh-huh. Wait, Colton. There's something strange about this book. There's stains and... He snatches the book from your hands, and opens and shines his light on it. Both immediately notice that some of the pages are marked with several places by various pencil notes. One then gasps, and he rubs his fingers over what appears to be a hole in the page. Jesus Christus! Without adding anything, the detective shines his flashlight away from the Bible, stuffs the book into his uniform pocket, and continues studying the scene. You, however, resolve to ask him if he can take a look at it once you're back in the car. You've never seen him react this way before. You're not about to let this clue vanish into the case file, lost forever. Enter the narrow hallway, which is lined with just a few doors. In a room to the left, there is just a moldy sofa and a shabby coffee table. You know, for time what the house was actually lived in. The first room on the right, on the other hand, opens to an empty space with just one chair in the corner. At last, you reach the final room, already cramped in itself, made worse by the clutter and junk piled on top of one another. Without saying a word, you instinctively point to the spot where you remember seeing the child's motionless body, imagining you find its remains. When the light shines on the ground, there are no shreds of flesh or severed limbs to be found. In a way, you feel relieved. You can already imagine Colin starting a rant about how you made it all up. Instead, the policeman remains silent and crouches down to the ground. There is something there. Traces of blood. Do you believe me now? Besides, I don't quite know what to say. The situation is objectively strange, but again, you put yourself in his shoes and realize that he's going to need something more concrete. The blood doesn't even look old, but the first thing that comes to mind is that this was a settling of scores, maybe. Isn't it still enough to get Mahoney arrested? You must know something about it, as the dogs, the hounds, they go crazy. Colin nods and seems quite convinced. Jesse. Very, very excited dogs. You know what? Geoffrey or not, I've been on this case for far too long, so yes, I'll make the most of that blood and squeeze Mahoney as fast as I can. Otherwise, I might see my daughter married before that jerk ends up in jail. At this point, I'm in dreams about the stolen cars at night. Yeah. Bark, 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 bark. So you leave the shack. Much to relief. It's about to rain again. And thank you for the hydrate. But your friend hasn't forgotten about the upper floor. He watches with an agility you didn't expect. He plants his feet on the railing and pulls himself onto the roof. Time for the water. Yeah, down for some agua. Down for some of that. I hope the dogs isn't scaring over you guys. It's been a little more immersive now, hasn't it? He points his flashlight at you and tells you to wait there. You see the beam move into the rooms you haven't been in. You approach the porch, resting your hand on one of the wooden pillars supporting the sloping roof. Only after a few moments you realize that you're holding your breath, waiting to hear something, anything from up there. Your mind conjures up horrifying scenarios of your friends' harrowing screams breaking the silence of the night, but you banish those visions with a cling and tighter to the column. To take your mind off the anxiety, you try to think through your next moves. First the Bibble, and second Mahoney. And you have to do is wait for the police to arrest him. After a few minutes, you're called into sand with a thud and approach calmly as you breathe a sigh of relief. Nothing. I'm a bit disappointed, but then again, it doesn't look like anyone's been up there for ages. The dust was so thick, it felt like London in the fog. Everything was just grey. You get into the car and drive back to Manhattan, but the thought of the Bibble continues to haunt you. You can't help but start calling. Hold it in his lap, one hand resting on the cover. Then, you work up the courage and ask what you've been waiting to ask for a long time. Mind if I take it? I'd like to have a look at it. I'll give it back before you make the arrest. You don't need it to nail Mahoney, do you? When he snores and turns the object back over in his hands. Alright, keep it. Honestly, it's more important to have found those bloodstains. And, well, as usual, your instincts were right. Better than most of my officers. Let's do it the usual way. If you find anything interesting, let me know. And I'll let you know if I get back to Riker Avenue. That way, you'll get back to me sooner, just in case. Riker Avenue Bibble. You're home at last. It really seems real. You've made it back to your apartment after such an insane and dangerous day. Happy ending! He wins! It's fine! Happy ending! That's right. Yeah, we got happy ending. It's okay now. You know, happy, he made it home, all is good, they got him, he's arrested, easy peasy lemon squeezy, okie dokie, gonna go now, good luck, thank you, Luna, you have a lovely time as well. Yeah, that is our 1 hour, guys, that was our 1 hour here. Lots of reading, I know, not as much gaming, but I suppose if you would like to know what happens on the rest of Riker Avenue, you might need to take a look at Omen Exedio. Hunger yourself. You know, you might want to take a look at it yourself in that case, you know? You might want to take a gander yourself. That is one thing I can tell you. Was the game part of the game? Was happening all the time. I mean, again, I'm not gonna be diminishing a game because, like, you know, the form they decided to tell the story was mainly through, like, written text and whatnot. Sure, there's point and click elements, but you can also say, where's the game part when playing something like, what is it, like, you know, The Walking Dead Telltale games, or when playing, like, you know, the Dark Chronicles and what have you, right? But it was a good time. It was very much well written and genuinely was fairly, like, you know, immersive, I'd like to say. Like, I was having a good time. You know, I was having a good old time there. Yeah. It was engaging, right? It was decent. It was decent. But, yeah, as I said, you know, we'll try and stick to the 1 hour as much as we can after all. Though, then again, Midnight Moments... Yeah. Yeah. It happened. Then again, Lootbound kind of took over for a little bit longer than I thought. But... you know, with that, we'll be coming to the very last game of today's little showcase. The last one. Solar eclipse is in 2 hours? I know. I'm trying to end stream by the time before it'll happen. So don't you worry, don't you worry. Pale Coins is the next game. And the last one, but definitely not the least one. Definitely not the least one. Pale Coins. It's a... it's a kinda RPG looking game. It has its RPG elements, apparently set in a grimmer and darker world as well out there. And yeah, it looks fun. It looks like a fun time. The streak isn't updating, even though I've been here for a good long while, and it updated in the first stream. If it updated in the first stream, it should be fine, no? Like in the first stream today. Since technically this here still counts as the former stream. Because Twitch counts the streams kind of weirdly, right? So like this is still part of the one before the crash, even though it was a hard crash and the VOD is split in two, right? It doesn't count as like a separate thing. It was close enough to the former stream that it technically still counts as the same one. So if you got your streak update earlier, then it should be fine here. Thanks, Twitch, right? When in doubt, you can try and refresh and, you know, see if that'll help whatsoever. You know, when in absolute doubt, but well, I hope it'll be fine. I really hope so. I would hate to have someone else lose their streak due to, like, some bug again, you know? And thank you for the polish. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, don't worry. I'll be launching the game in the meantime. There we go, Pale Coins is the game that we'll be going for right now. The last of our 6 right here. And yeah, when in doubt, drawn it resolves things. Suppose, right? Alright. Waiting for you to launch. All I see is a tiny white box on screen. And now it's a big black box on my screen. And now I see a person. Please, person! When in doubt, blame Twitch. Exactly. Make it a little... Well, that was abrupt. Make it a little quieter. Alright. They also have mods already. How lovely. New game. Save state 1. Why pale? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Long forgotten. Creatures not known to mankind emerged. They introduced themselves as the Pale Ones.
And did they bring coin?
Upon their descent into the world, they shaped artifacts of power.
Right.
Pale coins.
Well, there's your answer.
The Pale coins held a power beyond reckoning, flowing to whomever claimed them.
So they're like artifacts,
Leaving
yeah.
only the artifacts behind, their creators disappeared without a trace. The coins, coveted and fought over, soon became the catalyst for war.
I know a
and
certain franchise called, what is it, King of the Rings?
Their
Something like that.
banishment was decreed,
Similar plot point.
admittedly, against the will of those who obtained their powers. One by one, the pale coins were destroyed.
I'd go pay coin 10. Exactly.
Until they became
Exactly.
nothing more than forgotten echoes. And now, we are here.
Yep, that's where we are. We're here.
Tell me, Awakened One, who are you?
How the hell am I supposed to know? Clearly I have amnesia. The Dark Descent. I'm Twork, that's me, hi. Yeah, that's me. Walk. Oh, you're not gonna say my name? Tell me more about you. I'm disgusting. 0 out of 10. Terrible game, can't even be blue. What is this? What is this? What the fuck is this? Where's blue? I'm sorry? Well, it's called Pale Coins. Might as well be pale in that case, right? And have a crazy afro. Just be pale. I want to look like a thumb. Can I look like a thumb? Choose your class? I want to be the thumb class. Yeah. Spoken like having a stroke. You okay? I'm okay. What's your former calling? Thumb? Nomad. Good. Mercenary. Hunter. Circle Mage! Old lance, old sword, dagger, rags, 5 fire bombs. You know we gotta go with the thumb class right here. You know we gotta. So be it. You know we gotta. You shall be my champion, Twark! The thumb! A new world is created. So I wonder if it's like randomly generated here or not. I wonder. I am curious. Wake up! No, wake up! Alright, WSD to walk. A little stabby wabby here. Press E to interact. Ah! Stabby wabby. Stabby wabby. Damn, I'm so good. Dude. I crushed the tutorial, holy. You shall be my chosen thumb. Bear thy burden granted by me. Seek the coin to grant my wish. Seek the coin of legend, lest the world shatters again. Live again to conquer mortal realms. Bring me the champion's coin. Alright. Can I get some clothing, or am I just naked? Okay, cool. Hey, just a second. You just come out of this thing? Yes. That's interesting. Kinda disgusted with images. We both thought that thing was nothing more than an eyesore. By the way, I haven't seen you before. Are you new here? You literally spawned me, what do you mean? No? Well then, I'm sure you're up to speed, honey. However, if you had any questions, let me know. Nope. Sure thing. Make sure you stay alive for a while. There's a few more men in the camp. For fighting, right? Right? For fighting? Dude, I'm so good at dashing, holy fuck. I like dash real good. Thank you for the lurk, thanks. Thank you. Apple. Uh-huh. I keep dashing, look. All I get is my berries and my apples. That's all I need. And then there's Goblino. Then there's El Goblino waiting here. Get fucked up, bro. Get messed up. No one stabs as good as I do. For I am the chosen champion of... I actually don't know who. I just know I am a chosen champion. She never really introduced herself to me, so... A little awkward, but just know I'm a chosen champion of someone. Someone believes in me, so, you know, it's good, it's nice. It's nice to be believed in for once, you know? Yeah. It's nice. Yeah. Hey, dude, do I stab you too? No. Oh man! My head feels like it's going to explode any second now. Hey, you! You have something against the headache? Maybe a beer? How about that? Hell yeah, I'm sure. There's nothing like a recovery beer after a long night of drinking. I don't get anything. See ya. See ya. You believe in your thumb. That's right. Can't form a fist without a thumb after all now, can ya? I'm just kind of going around the place here. Oh, hey. I take it you do not want me to proceed. Hey! Wait.
Hey! Where you heading, huh? Don't you know there's some bad folk up in the mountain? Just 'cause they're a friendly warning. Ain't no one as nice as I am up there.
Alright, what's on top of the mountain? Oh, bandits. I'm a boss, Goran. It's Goran. You kidding me? Goran's the bandit chief and I'm taking the bandit chief. He used to be Blander's right-hand man, but they got into a fight and Goran kicked his ass. After Blander and a few of his former bandits left the mountain, Goran took over. See ya! See ya. What a lovely guy. Well, doesn't stop me from passing, I guess, you know. Bird. What's like Bird being able to one-shot me? Ow. Not quite one-shot, but definitely not too far away from one-shot as well, you know? I got a firebomb. And a dagger. And rags. What if we remove those? No difference. Disappointing. Juicy and fresh apple. I'll need some berries. Mmm. Delish. Delicious berries. Anything in cafe? Anything in there?
He's dark. He's dark cafe. No mushroom.
Very dark cafe. And then there's Albert. Yo, Albert's fucking ripped for an old man.
What the hell did you find me? I ain't coming back. Hold on. You ain't a bandit, right?
Albert? Albert Wesker? The one? Why you?
Me? I'm Albert. I was once a digger, but now I'm just an old man.
What you doing here?
Bastards got me working in the mine, but I didn't care to do all my own life, you know? As soon as they looked away, I took my chance and ran. Eventually, for this cave. Pretty cozy place, don't you think?
Yeah. I'm afraid that, you know... What's it out about, man?
Don't you know? Goran and his bandits are up there.
Okay. What's my day working?
It was over here. It was closed off a while ago. I don't care about it. Honestly, weird place anyway.
Okay, bye.
Don't tell her when you saw me.
Okay. Yeah. Have the sword protect yourself or some shit? Like you mean from Zelda? It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Well, we know there is some ore. We know that's there. We know there's some toting stools as well. And what else? Pickaxe. Pickaxe. I mean, to be fair, pickaxe seems to be more iron ore. Hey, let's go! Dude, I'm a productive member of society here. This is a big farm I am. And we got to fill some big, mittens with that one. What if I mine a bird? Get mined. I mine you. Birds being mined. Get mined. Now you might be asking yourself why I did that. Honestly, no idea. All I know is there's more birds. And maybe Goran. Goran Lagan, as they call him sometimes. A pretty chill place. Oh, there's just another little cave, you know, maybe I enter this one too, you know, what's the worst that can happen, right? Pickaxe only run? Fuck yeah, let's go. Dude, I get so much iron. I could go to town and, like, sell all of that for, like, quite the, you know, upmarket. And then there's those chests I just can't do anything about. At all. Like, whatsoever. Hell yeah. Man. Dude, I'm so powerful. I'm such a powerful specimen. Hello, bandits. How you doing? How you doing? What's your leader? What's your leader? You have the biggest hat, but you're Leonard. Yeah, can I get up? No? Hey, where are you going? Making sure Goran won't be disturbed by any strangers. Why not? We get up a bit by... maybe I'll let you pass. Until then, the upper part is a no-go. To think the bandit camp would be the first camp I'll actually be entering here, you know? Like, you'd think it'd be maybe like a south port or something. Nah, and I'm just bandit. Immediately bandit. Oh, you got a hat. You gotta be important. I lost you, bandit scum. Wait, you're naked. You're a bandit, right? What are you doing here? I thought it was a good idea to scout the environment and sell my wares around here. Turns out these bastards up here rather steal my stuff instead of buying it. When I wanted to return to the caravan, the bridge had broken down. Now I'm stranded here with my wares, no way to go back to my people. That sucks to suck. And a astute little observation. I could help you if you want. Oh, well, it's certainly be kind of you. Listen, I need my wares back, or at least the gold for all of the goods they stole. The place is worth all 1,000 gold. Also, the bridge to the east has to be repaired. Okay, what would I do that for you, though? What would I just give you all that money? There's a guy from another camp who was supposed to get it done, but instead of repairing the bridge, he thought it more important to go fishing. Based? Please just hurry up and get this done. I can finally return to the caravan. Would I give you that money? Like, what would I actually give you that money? What am I gonna get out of it? Like you're just like, yeah, can you just pay the damages the bandits have caused for me? You know, 1,500 should be enough to cover it all. Me, a completely unrelated person, but yeah, I guess, sure. Right. I guess so, I suppose. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, not like I wanted my money anyways. Some weird shaped pigs, you think? I'm gonna question the thumb people. Well, let's see what else we got. We got Beery. We got this guy. Looking for something to hunt? So, I have to disappoint you, except for a few birds. There's nothing left here. What you doing? Going on, but with no kill. Just working on my bows at the moment. You know about bows? And you know how to shoot them? Uh-huh. You teach me something? What is this, Gothic? Maybe later. Imagine being a bow person, you. Imagine not relying on apples and berries the entire time. Imagine. Couldn't be me. Trevor from GTA, maybe. Huh. Similar beards, right? Similar hairstyle, if you can call it that. Male pattern baldness. Well, Barry. I mean, very much interconnected, that is for sure. Very much so. Get some goodies. And we know that there's allegedly a mine somewhere in the south here. Goblino. That goblin got fucked. And there is such a thing as level ups. Look at that, look at that. So maybe murderizing all of those birds wouldn't be the worst of ideas then, eh? Maybe. I get a goblin necklace, you know, some roast beef, right? Oh, life is good. Got an apple. You know what they say, an apple a day keeps the goblin dead. Throw the apple at her hand, easy. Well, there was also a little path with some money, you know? But I can't get back there. Fair enough, I guess, fair enough. So I get a little goblin necklace, which gives me a little bit more endurance. Imagine there's just this one completely naked guy. All he has is a necklace and a pickaxe. What do you do? Like, that guy, you probably don't want to mess with someone like that. Like clearly he's already unhinged, right? Clearly that guy is a bit of a psycho. You best just avoid him at that point. You know, I've seen Goblin Slayer. I know goblins hate being picked apart. So I use a pickaxe. Goblin Cave. Yes, so? Yeah, I don't care that you have a big weapon. I got a pickaxe, you know? What you gonna do about it? Get picked apart? Miss me. Bozo. Noob. Got him. Destroyed. Locked. Bullshit. I don't want to imagine that naked guy. What if it's a naked woman, though? Will you imagine it then? Alright, what do we have? What do we have? Outside of, you know, the obvious, I suppose. Oh, hey, did I get a better weapon? The Chrome is nothing, and I 2 strength. It has 1 more physical damage, but I'm too pathetic to hold a sword. So evidently, holding a pickaxe, which is physically heavier than a sword, is the way to go here. I also get a club. Now club needs 1 strength. Or does it? No, it does. I too am too weak to wield a club. So pickaxe it is. I'm a simple man. Just a pickaxer, you know? I did level up. Do I get anything? Mind source, reflect missile. Reflect missiles! Like, what sort of missile are we talking about? Yeah, I guess I can deflect missiles using my pickaxe now, you know? Yeah, there's an ICBM heading my way. Don't worry, I got it. Old Goblin, what's up?
Human, here!
You know my language?
Yes, me follow big warrior, strong warrior. We fight together. Me learn language.
Why don't you attack me?
Old, just old. You only watch fights.
Why am I?
You're a game of goblins. In arena.
Can I fight in the arena?
Only strong warrior fight in the arena.
You're strong, you're fine. Okay, what are the rules?
You open door, you enter, arena. Many enemies come and you fight. You survive, you get prize.
Okay. Well, yeah. I don't even have a proper weapon or anything like that. All I know is that there's an arena. I might just fight in the arena right now. Hey, open up, old man. Hey.
I give you easy enemies. I ain't gonna sit arena and fight.
Thank you, old man. Thank you. About them time. So anyways. What we got? It's gonna be like a dragon or something, you know.
Couple tiny dudes.
Well, that was smooth. I think I deflected one of the rocks back at him, completely brutalizing them, as I do get a cheeky level up right there. Now, the best observers here, you know, might notice that one of those goblins has a bit of a bigger weapon. But, as some of you may know, I've already slain goblins that actually a drip like this before. Indeed.
Treasure! For me! For me!
Yippee! So what is this? What do we get here? Priest Rune. Creates a small homing missile. Nice apprentice rune. Okay, well, it appears that I am too silly of a goober to wield any of those. However, I do appreciate having pants. Grappling hook attachment can be attached to weapons or armor. This is the ability of, you know, grapple hooking. Well, I am now the proud owner of pants. Right here. Hard fought for those pants.
You fight good, you strong. You get strongest enemy, you get good reward.
I wanna go again.
Yes, you strong. You fight strong enemies?
Easy enemies. Give me a challenge. I found the strongest enemies. I need to think about easy again, you know? About easy. Now we'll go with easy again. Yeah. I'll be going. I need to do our main quest event. Of course, you do so. Thank you for being here, however. Yes. Ow. I have a rock thrown at me. Very, very unappreciative of that one personally here. At the very least, they could throw money at me, you know? I'd appreciate that a bit more. Just saying. Would be nice. Get like, you know, a little something out of it. There we go. Get mines. Get mine, bozo. Get mine on. Hell yeah. I like that the blood kind of stays. Oh, it just gives me a little bit... 10 gold. Thank you. Thank you for the 10 gold, dude. Thank you. And I feel like if I ask for anything tougher, it's completely going to rip me apart. I don't even know where to level up. I think I just dropped all of my things there. Berries. Yeah, I dropped my berries. Okay, I want to fight in the arena. Give me a challenge. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what the challenge is gonna be for our naked selves here, you know? Let's see. It's gonna be like terrible. It's gonna be like a behemoth. Alright, we got 2 of these now. All you gotta do is do some proper spacing and you'll be just okay. Don't you worry. That's all you gotta do. Space the enemy. Alright? Just gotta do spacing. You'll be fine. It's like that one other game, you know? Yes, that one. Yeah, just some spacing and we're fine. And no goblin got anything on us. There we go, get bonked. Decimated even. I'm gonna take your monster teeth with me as well. Got him. Oh shit, Big Land. What do you do? What do you do? Can still slap ya. Yeah? You're gonna just run at me there? Okay, you got mechanics. Okay, I see you got mechanics now. Crazy. You know what I have? I have a pickaxe. It's not a mechanic necessarily, but it seems to hurt you quite a bit still. You don't even have eyes. Well, to be fair, neither do I. I'm just a thumb. I'm just a thumb here. So really, I'm not one to speak. You know, they all get mined one of these days. They all get mined eventually. And it seems the trick with you is just not to let you close enough to me, you know, to actually do anything. I imagine you're gonna start running at me eventually soon? Hey? No? You're just trying to hit me in vain here? Got him. Go. Alright. Nice. Hell yeah. I get 2 shinies now out of this one. I get actually a lot of stuff. Hold on. Yo, you actually gave me some good shit, didn't you? Nailed club. No new pants though. No new pants. 4 mana, 1 magic, 2 endurance. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. There's 2 physical damage and I can reflect missiles, unlike with my hands. Sword slash. 3 damage. Faster dodge. 4 damage even. Wow. Shockwave. There's all those things that I'm unable to use right now because I'm a little beb. I just kind of came across the goblin mines. Right? The little goblin pit here. And I'm just like dwelling in there now. I just live here now. Yeah, I want to fight in the arena. I'll fight the strongest enemies. Watch me now perish. Watch now. This is my undoing. It's over. It's so over now. Let's see. Who are the strongest ones out there? Okay. Well, we're all of you guys. We're all of you lot. The important thing, again, spacing. I can hit you with my pickaxe, and it's fine. Sure, you got weapons and what have ya, you know, you got like actual weapons. I'm closer to being just a prisoner to you all. But like I voluntarily walked in here. So you know, I chose this life. I can't even complain, you know, I chose this. Okay. We got Smeagol back here. Got him. I mean, that doesn't seem too bad. He has a little leap attack. Ow. He just removed like 90% of my HP there. It's a little awkward. Yeah, he like removed pretty much all my health immediately. I don't like you so much. You're actually kind of nastier there with your little leap attack. But maybe that's the secret here. I just won't let you get too far from me so you do the leap attack. You know? I say, as you get just too far from me and do the leap attack. I think I might have crit it, you know, that's big damage right there, you know? Maybe. Ah! You thought you had me. You thought you had me there, little green guy. You thought I did. Listen, I have captured all the forest berries outside. I've captured all of them. I have the most menacing of movesets, known as I hit you and I walk away a few times here. Now I know you got some combos to swap it up a little. I know you do. You got abilities, you're like fancy schmancy and whatnot. I hear ya. But you know, in the end, this is a endurance battle. And you know what? The necklace I have gives me +2 on endurance. What you saying now, Goblin? What you saying now? Pray to whatever god you pray to. And know that the end is upon you, Goblin. Know that it is upon ye. For I am the wielder of the pickaxe. You shall not stand a chance here. You shall not. You might have 2 daggers that hit me for like half of my HP. No, more than that. 3/4 of my health immediately. And I might have a tiny little dinky pickaxe that barely injures you, but you know what? I won and you lost. What's that say about this now? That's right. I wield the pickaxe and I pick you! I shall pick on thee! Indeed, indeed. Well, I have gotten a lot of really good items from this whole thing. And you know what's the best part? I cannot use anything because I chose the deprived class. So here we are. At least I got grapple hooks, I guess. Celebrate how you're doing, by the way. Yeah. Look at his nuts! That's right, and that they did, and that they did. Crushed him. He got 1 hit on me and that's it. That's all he did. Yeah, deprived. I don't even know how to level up. I apparently leveled up a few times already. I still don't know how to do it. Win against strongest enemy, you get good reward. I already did. I already did, buddy. He's old, he forgets a lot, you see. Well, that's me just casually going to the goblin arena, I suppose, and fighting a bunch of goblins. As one would. as one would, right? As one would. Now, where do I actually go to level up? Like, I have no idea. I have no clue. Huh. Apple. Fish. Yeah, by the way, with those things here, can I just... Oh, I can assign you. I can assign them. Because then I don't have to open up my inventory mid-battle like I had to. Jeans. Hello there, stranger. How do you end up here on this side of the river? Honestly, doesn't matter. So what's up? You are? Call me James. Do you need anything from me? What happened to the bridge? Bridge? I get destroyed. Should be obvious. Anything else? Guess what do you want to know? Why? I don't know. Just destroyed. Yep. Something about Royal Guard. Fell asleep in the middle of the night. Off the sun or noise, and the bridge was gone. Had to play. And that's, I mean, I guess Royal Guard. Yeah, Royal Guard, blah, blah, blah. Skip. Skeep. 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 Book it. Okay, but important question. Can the bucket be my helmet? I am a powerful warrior. Everybody fears the bucket head. I have proven my worth within the goblin fighting pits, decimated their champion, and now the proud wielder of the legendary bucket. Fear ye who are of unpure faith in the thumb. Fear me. Wonder where our wizard is. Don't care. I want to level up. Layla, can you make me stronger? Hey, what do you need? You have something to sell? Is there a place to rest? Or is this in the barn? 10 gold, but you don't belong in our camp. Sure. Why the music go weird? What? What was that about? What was that about? Yeah, I wanna go slow. Like immediately, what? Wonder where a wizard is, wonder where a wizard is. Hey, what are you doing in this camp? You don't look like one of my men. You are? Looking for some coin. Coin? Should be banging around here, friend. This is from camp, you don't have enough to give you. Now, is there anything else? Specific coin? The mere wizard would be able to help you. But it's lost. Okay, then return. So you comment. I'll be fine for Mir. If you ask him about all the come you like. Where do I find him? Okay, and one of them saw him. It's combat training. What would I do then? Over some gold? There's more important thing than gold, such as trust. And the moment I don't trust you enough. Bozo. I don't know yet. Well. He's busy fishing. Yeah, cannot swim much of him. I kinda speak. Yeah, I'll do that. Join the Bandit Rebellion? Bandit Rebellion? Talk to Boulder. Bandit Rebellion? So we can either join the Bandits or the Bandit Rebellion. Of course. Makes sense. So, Bandits and Bandit Rebellions. Yeah. This is, I don't know, for some reason giving me Gothic vibes. Yeah, I know of all the things, right? I'm just thinking like, oh yeah, Gothic, old camp, new camp. Yeah, we're already seeing that. I see you got a furnace. But I don't seem to be able to use your furnace. So maybe we'll need to go somewhere else for that one. Or like do actually something first. Locked. So you want me to find the wizard. What do you think about him? He's my fiancé, so only the best? Come on, don't glaze him. There's been something asked me ever since then. I am by his side and help where I can. Over the area. All fours, which the capital, Harlow Camp, Boundary is the chief of these guys. It's full of bandits and idiots. Guess those two go hand in hand, however. Small rivers separating us from the capital city. Okay, do you have anything to sell? A few things, sure. Egg, apple, mushroom, this, a recipe, and a pan. I thought you were about to die or something, huh? How so? Because of Gothic? I return. Welcome back. I have a bucket on my head and a pickaxe for my weapon, and I've proven my worth in the goblin pits. That's the summary so far of this game. And gotta find a coin. Oh. What is this? Cat? Catbird? Catbird dog? Frog? Speaking of goblins. Listen. There's few things the goblins can actually even do against such a proven and seasoned warrior such as I here. Where you see, the goblins, they already sent their best at me and I just came out on top here, you know? A goblino like this is nothing. I don't even have to see them to beat them. And the random music slow down. Oh, that's what you mean, right? I entered the pit. I entered the pit where I was told not to go down in. I like he didn't fight back, but it doesn't mean I will stop fighting. He might not be fighting, but I definitely will be fighting. Sorry, but not sorry. At the very least, we got ourselves... Oh god. Snakes. And a torch. You know, something that's not a bird or a goblin for once. And I leveled up, which I still don't know how to use. Is it like something obvious? Like, am I just silly or like, where do I apply my level up? Player window. Ah! There it is! How far is so far? Not far. That's why I leveled up. Make me strong and like dexterous and like fucking handsome and like powerful and just awesome. You know, hell yeah. 4 here. A 4 here. I also like how we get luck. Critical chance. It is so tempting to go for luck. You gotta understand how tempting it is just to go full on luck. You know? It's so tempting. It is so tempting right there. Guys, we can actually use a weapon that isn't a pickaxe anymore. Wow. Short sword. Or nailed club. I am become deaf. I'm so strong. I now deal 5 damage instead of 2 damage. I am powerful. I am ready to rival the gods themselves at this stage. I enter deeper. I one-shot little goblinos now. I am death incarnate now. I am the one they whisper about in the dark. The one they have nightmares of. The Buckethead Knight. The one and only. Dreaded from the legends of old. Indeed. Harbinger of chaos and death. Ravager of worlds. Conqueror of the Goblin Pit, I guess, because really that's all I did. But like, you know, still, I mean, like, we're kind of like pitching something here, you know, and like I feel like we gotta sell high here, you know, like so they're extra scared. Yeah. I'm Thumb, bringer of death. Anything else, or what we got? That guy. Algrim's hammer. Shit. Berserker armor. It looks like a new piece of underwear for me, and you know what? Let's fucking go. Let's get a new piece of underwear. Damn right, dude. I am the murder machine. Tis official. Tis official. Uh-huh. Yeah, different pits leading to different paths. You think you can hit me, Snake? You seriously assume you could hit me with some slowpoke move like that? Missed me. Missed me. Brother, missed me. What you gonna do? Try and kiss me? How about you kiss my nailed club? Nailed it. Pathetic creature. Don't even have eyes, do you? Snake looks very solid. Looks kind of liquid to me. I know, like, there's just a lot of snake on the floor. Hey. Nah, 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 nah. I know you're about to try and bite me, but nah, 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 nah. Hey, Goblin. Bye, Goblin. Hey, Goblin. Bye, Goblin. Hello, treasure! And I spy proper weapon. Alright, next on the agenda, either get a spear or a proper mace. Depends on the weight of the club. I suppose so, I suppose so. The heavier the better, right? heavier, the better. Muscle tooth. And some little guys that are, you know, not even close to being a threat. Right here. And we're just bullying at this, but we're just actually bullying the goblins, even though we already defeated their champion and what have you. You know, to be honest, I think getting hit with a pickaxe would hurt more than spiky wooden stick. I know, right? And a pickaxe would technically be also heavier than, like a short sword, right? Like the short sword require you to have 2 strength, right? I don't know if they ever picked up a pickaxe, but those things are not light. Let me tell you that much right now. Goblin dagger of stamina. Dude, we're getting like magical items now? Shit. Let's go, dude. Maybe I'll put more points into luck at this point, you know? Maybe. Maybe we'll just go luck build all the way here. Chilled dagger, is that right? If I pick up that dagger, I'll just be so chill. Chill dagger, I'm too dumb to use it. Goblin dagger of stamina. That's for dodge. Plus for stamina. I mean, it sounds good, but... It does less damage, though. Think about it. That's less damage. I would be hobbling myself using that magical item that I now have. I would hobble myself? That is unacceptable. Well, found ourselves here in another pit here. Sure going deep down.
Hey! Wizard! Over here! Thank God somebody finally came!
I thought I was going to die down here. I'll come back later. How do you get up there? You see, there are magical fountains in this cave. So I thought I'd hop right in and be out of here just a second. Was about to write down my findings. I got into my staff. As if the situation wasn't bad enough, the floor underneath me fell apart and left me stranded here. You need help?
What does it look like? What do you need?
I'm not leaving without my staff. It's too dangerous to be left hands on some filthy goblin. Besides, it'll make getting out of here a breeze. Anyway, to the north, there's a little entrance. That bastard left through that very hole the moment he took my staff. Prepared for him, though. I think I was able to use it somewhat. When I'm coming more goblins, if I do say so myself. I'll help you.
Bless you, howdy.
Listen, I already defeated our champion. It can't be that bad now, can it? Damn, one more Quasi-Borg? Quasi-Borg? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow before the main event. Goblin Magay. Oh, fancy. Good. Oh, nice, he lit up the torch. Oh, that's cool. I mean, again, he lit up the torch. That's kind of neat. Yeah, that is cool. How's Far Magic doing that? Hey, light up this torch too. Light up this one too. You missed. Oh, well. Maybe some other time? I like how if you keep hitting them, you could realistically also... Ow. You can realistically as well, like, just stagger them, pretty much. I like it. A light stagger. A very light stagger. I shot the projectile back at him and that's how I defeated him just now. Let's go, dude. Hell. And I got a better nailed club. Nailed club of poison.
Come to me through fire
Berg,
and
how you
war.
doing?
I welcome.
How you doing? Welcome. Today we're showing off quite a few indie games. However, this is the last indie game here, but don't you worry, we're not ending yet. Don't you worry. Yeah. Way to thank you for being a mage. He is clearly, it's clearly multi-classing. It's clearly multi-classing. Let me give you that shout out. How was everything? How was your stream? How you doing? How you going? How was Vintage? How did that go? How did that treat ya? Welcome everyone. Welcome. For the ones who do not know me, my name is The Twitching Artwork, a local blue orc doing all sorts of variety streams, and today, very much a variety day indeed, through and through. as we're going through, yeah, a bunch of indie games. We went through, Death Ward, Dungeons of Horror, went through Owen, Exedio, Hunger, went through, Lootbound, and now we're going for Pale Coin. There was another one, but that one I hardly count as crashed OBS. You find my staff? I found your staff, but I was vintage. You bloody legend. Hand it over. This is the one. God bless you. I'll need a second to recover. I'll pull you out of the cave before I leave. What do you say? Yeah. Just hold still for a second and shouldn't hurt. Ah! Hagrim? I think I found you a hammer or something. Something like that, no? Was Danny? Like Danny DeVito? What? Oh, yeah. He did die. Yeah, I found his corpse. In a cave. Yeah. Was there a hammer? Yep. Used a hammer. Bye. It must be the blacksmith. He ought to be. But yeah, we now have big old mace that has a chance to inflict people with tetanus, aka poison. Or very important, DM, if the news on Twitch have not reached you. I don't even have I don't even have Discord open on my PC. Ah, did you know? Oh, that's Discord opening immediately here. Oh yeah, I know of that one already. I know of that one. Yeah, I know. I have seen it before. I have seen that one before. It is nothing new. I remember I posted that one in the Discord also. Yeah, I know. Tragically, I know. You opted down since it just seems to have gone live. Oh, it just seems to have gone live. Okay, no, it would probably happen if it just went live. Better watch yourself, traveler. So it's a wasteland. It's a rough place for someone like you. Yeah? Waiting to cross the ways. It's not come yet. You are? Behir. There's likely one berserker around. Alright, see you around. Yeah, let me look at that thing real quick. Let me look at the stuff. I like this man's butt. I'm too confused with I like this man's butt. Very different. Yeah. Oh, well said. I mean, here we go, right? Where is it? Where do you find it setting? Where do you find that one? What is jacked? Damn right is jacked. Damn right it gonna be. Okay. Let me see. Where do you do that? Where do you do that? We can opt out here in the settings. Let's see those settings real quick. Let's see those. Okay. Training for generative AI. No, thank you. 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 No Gen AI. No, I'm good. Hey, that's big guys. We fought those before. We fought them. And they got like those dragonflies as well from Heroes of Might and Magic, no? What is this? The planes from Valheim? They have mosquitoes everywhere? Hey, level up. How convenient. The death mosquitoes are dropping death mosquito daggers as well, huh? Missed me. There we go. Looted out, ripped him. I'm not only out ripping him. I was out ripping the guys just kind of randomly charging all over the place here, apparently. Get gutting. Yeah, someone's stinky now. Someone got afflicted with the stench. The stinkening. Ow. You tough crowd out here. Tough crowd. I see. After a little charge attack. Now, I certainly shouldn't. Do you think I can? Yo! Hell yeah. We can. We can be absolutely cheap about it. 100% we can be cheap about that stuff. So true. So true, bestie. So true. So what are those, like Plains Orc? Something like that? What are you guys? Beside that, I mean. Like, what are you beside that? That little Valheim Deathsquito again here. Oh, it blew up. The cheese in the strat found, indeed. You know, as I keep saying, if anybody is able to use cheese in a game, it is I am from the cheese land itself. And there he goes, having a heart attack. Heart palpitations enabled. Sound like they're puking really hard. It kinda does, doesn't it? So, yeah, the level up screen is not an obvious one. Strength. Thank you. Thank you for the strength. Oh shit, we got Enslaved Troll Duo! Shit! Hey, they got a bod! Let me tell you, they got a bod in here. The Enslaved Troll Duo. Oh, he one-shot me. Alright. What's my last autosave? What is my last autosave there, huh? Okay, I guess. We're entering one-shot territory. We're a little too far, are we? Oh, but then again, at the same time, shit, if you do make me respawn right here, you know, I mean, man, I'm just kind of saying, man, you know. Oh, yep. Maybe we don't. Or maybe one more, you know? What if maybe one more? Apple Shavings, how are you doing? Was the big guy always in fun? I don't know, man! Listen, it's a style choice, okay? It's a style choice, you know? They don't seem to say, yeah, like, what's enslaving them? They seem to have quite a lot of liberty out here. But yeah, how goes it? Welcome to the stream. Hope we had a good time with Vintage Story. I can take him in the fight. I felt like specifying that one a little, you know? All I have to do is just not get hit by whipmen in the back. Nor be set upon by one of the big booties. Well, I have a bucket on my head. And a battle thong, and they also have battle thongs, and no buckets on their heads. So what does that make us? So it's like I would be a strong warrior here, no? Missed. Yes or no? It's just weird. I'm in danger. I'm in danger there. Alright. You know, this is definitely not a recommended fight for me to be doing right here, you know, since we're like way out of our league here. But then again, at the same time, you know, at the same time though, if we're out of the league, then why still alive, you know? Think about it. I hope that poison would be proccing, you know. I really hope the poison would proc by now there. Oh, there's a poison proc. There it be. Okay. We're about to get one of them. And then we just dodge aside, ignoring the other one. Yeah, the Enslaved Troll Duo or whatever it was, right? That's what they said with them. Just two big old birdie fellas up there. Again, for the fact that they're so enslaved, they sure have a lot of freedom in here, you know? And if it's those orcs, question mark, that enslaved them, they should probably know that those guys are gone too by now. Hey, now, careful. Hey, now, careful, careful. I don't like the whip one. I don't like him. The sketchy. Because he actually has a bit of a deceptive range on him, you know? He sure does. A low-budget goon, right? Okay, how you doing, man? How you doing? How would you rate these guys? How would you rate them? You know, if we compare them in the Orcoid chart, what would you say that these rank? Could be better, no? Better. They have that beautiful Heroes of Might and Magic face from the Troglodytes, however, it almost looks like. Oh, whoa, whoa, don't dodge into him! Whoa, 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 hey, hey, hey. Dude, the dodge is kinda nutty, not gonna lie. I feel like I should have died a few times already by then. Alright, go around, ignore Whipman. Oh, oh come on, I almost had him. I almost had him there. I almost had him. No, I almost had him. That's what hits me. Not the other one, but that's what hits me. I walk away. I leave. So we notice the enslaved troll duo, apparently. And 5,000 mosquitoes here. Hey guys, step aside, please. Step aside. Excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me. It's a little mosquito. Can't even tell if they're decent XP. Oh, Whippy hit you? Nah, I think it was the other one that did, actually. I think it was the guy with the club that did. There's so many mosquitoes. It's actually like Valheim in here. Except for, to my awareness, they don't one-shot you. And again, I can't say I've been really hit by them. But I can tell you one thing, they do go up when they die. Nah, stop. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, Whippy didn't hit me, but I think it was the other guy who did, it seemed like, at least. But again, we're like in an area where we shouldn't even be inside of, right? Which I think it's kind of cool that it lets you, like, they're like, yeah, sure, you can try and go through this area. If you'll survive or not is like a whole nother topic, but please, certainly feel free to try. Now it's like when games give you the option, right, to go in a technically way higher level zone than you're meant to be in. This is again, it was like the one ripped fella who was like, hey, you know, it was like the wasteland, and like, you can't go in there. I don't wanna, but you can. And all of this just to be fighting some little gobos again. That give fairly basic equipment here. And a locked chest? Yeah, a locked chest right there. Getting Diablo 2 flashbangs. Fair? You know what? Fair. I do have those fire bombs. Granted, I do have those. Maybe if I tried... You know, maybe if I try the ogres again, or trolls, whatever. Bad guy, Whippy and friend. Maybe with the firebomb. Maybe we'll have him then. Oh wait, this is mineral, and there's a mineral orichalcum. Yes. Don't mind me getting orichalcum. I don't know, we were like mining iron just a moment ago, and now we're like already at orichalcum. I feel like we kind of skipped a few steps there, no? And that's really it, huh? That's all that there is to this place. My sleep schedule is so fucked, I don't remember last time I caught a stream. Damn, dude, that's wild. Game options. Can I, like, save it? Oh, wait, there it is. Save game. I wanna try them again. How you doing, Klaus? How you doing? Hope all is good. Welcome to the Enslaved Troll Duo. I can't say I leveled up whatsoever. Fighting these. Yeah, I definitely can't say I did. Definitely can't say I did. You know? The roughest part, I'd say, is more like the fact that, they one-shot you, you know? So how's this gonna work? Okay, 9 damage. Cool, cool. Was hoping for a bit more... You know? More of a thing. I don't know, like fire damage, burning them, yet anything, really, anything. Anything there gets insta-deleted. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with them, right? They're like way above my pay grade here. I mean, like, yeah, it'd be nice if I get to hit both of them at the same time, right? Like, it would be very much nice. But then again, when they're like stuck together, you know, one of them could be attacking and the other one could... Like, I dodge that one's attack, then the other one interrupts maybe. And that'll be that. Yeah, have Tetanus Apondi. Tetanus Apondi here. Yep, and there's his friend. How about work? How is he? He is well. He is well. Sadly, one of the indie games today did crash stream, so it looks like I just started almost, you know? With Spiders, I did not. Yeah. See, that's what I mean. There's just some wacky AoEs happening with them. Now how I feel about it. Nah. Listen, I will hurt your friend here, okay? I will hurt him. I will do so. It seems like Blubberbelly there just took 9 damage if I'm not mistaken. You starting your play for 7 hours? Nope, I'm not. I'll be catching the solar eclipse that'll happen in a jiffy here, so maybe let's view this fight here as the... Oh, Mike. Let's view this fight as the last thing we'll be doing here for now. Since it's scheduled to happen very much soon, actually. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. Yeah. If you wanted to see 7 hours of stream, should have been here 7 hours ago. Up. Up. Maybe I hit him. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. It's Schrodinger's hit. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Okay, let's get him here. I don't like the guy with the chain being there. You know. His sketch. His very sketch. Very much complimenting his fellow troll there, but sketchy nonetheless. You know? As image by head. Exactly. I mean, I'm trading blows there with his compatriot. Yeah. No. Got him on his big old voluptuous belly. You know, guy looks like the fertility goddess back here with his shape. Getting that fertility goddess physique on him. Yeah, there he goes, going crazy again. I'm just trying to get this one down first, you know. Bop. Bop. Little by little. Little by little. Bop. Bop. And then we dodge away. And see it, not because I only want, because I would get cloudy. Yeah, it's always cloudy when those happen, isn't it? It's always cloudy during some of those events and what have you. well, events, quote-unquote event. We'll just call him an event for now, you know? Hey, level up! Let's go! I killed your brother, what you gonna do about it, little bitch boy? Hold on, I saved the game. Can I? Is that gonna do anything? Can I level up live mid-battle? Can I get those 2 strength points right here? Let's go. There's a feast on your brother's corpse. I assume it's your brother. Probably related. Probably related. No. Sketchy to fight. Sketchy to fight, though. Again, it's the chain. It's the chain. The chain's the sketchy part. Like, yeah, he's trying to asylum demon me sometimes with his big butt. He asylum demon me. He missed! He missed! What a bitch! He has missed! He had me stunned. I was right there. I was open for an attack on his side. Oh, yeah, now he got me. Now he got me there. Anyways, I mean, we did pretty well there. We did pretty well. And load last save. I don't think it really saves there. No, he's alone. It's Slave Troll Duo, but it's only one guy. And Slave Troll Duo, but is alone. Wow. Oh. Missed. Missed me. Missed me. I can be now much... Oh, I'm dead. He sat on me. Surprisingly, I did not die. Surprisingly, it actually... I'm actually fine somehow by getting, like, the troll booty on my face. Wow. Okay. Oh, bitch slaps me! Guess who missed it? It wasn't me. Dude, just the backhand he gave, you know? Ed as well, just a fucking backhand. No, I respect it, dude. I respect it. You gotta have a good backhand if you gotta fight in the arena or whatever. Even though this is not an arena or anything akin to that, but... You gotta have a good backhand going. You're gonna lose street rap if you don't. I'm like trying to think that like maybe the strat is by being kinda like close to him here instead of really far. As he seems to prioritize the backhand in that case. Oh wow, owie. It seems to prioritize the backhand for the most part. And that's where you can get him, you know? The classic pimp slap, that's right. That's right. The classic pimp slap. No, no. No, no. Yeah, I know, Bliss, I know. Don't worry, don't worry. Oh, worry now. Worry now. Alright, one more attempt and that's it, okay? One last attempt there. And then I gotta go because of time. Right? Time flowing, you know? It advances. Time advances and it is not waiting for the string to be done. I mean, you can kinda tell when he is about to use the chain as well. The only reason he's getting me so often is because I'm very much more aggressive fighting him here right now than with his, like, one fella he had. So much more aggressive than before. Yeah, that backhand could have ended me right there. Could have ended me. Didn't, but could have. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no, out of stamina. But somehow, unpunished. At least not by that attack. Yeah, he gets his poison thing. Proc. Oh my. Dude, sometimes I just dodge into the enemy and that counts. Those dodge iframes are wild. No.
Come to me through fire
Hey,
and
how you
water.
doing?
I
Welcome. Currently, we just defeated big belly guy. Because I get delivers. How are you doing? I found a prayer cross, and how is it going? It's Gecko. Welcome as well. Welcome as well. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome. My name is the Twitching or Twerk. We do all sorts of variety today, and in general as well. And we've been going through some indie games. This is like indie game number 6 pretty much. It's a lovely time. It is a lovely time indeed. How are you doing? How are you doing? How was Titanfall? How are you enjoying that game? How are you enjoying it? Yeah. How are streams? Streams are going. Streams are going. I see Fee. Fee, good. Good Fee. But yeah, thank you very much for rating on by. We are currently pushing for partner as well, so all the support is much appreciated. And welcome to Pale Coin. Again, we
Come to
just
me
defeated
through
that cheeky
fire
boss.
and
And
water.
also,
I welcome.
Chippy Captain Goose. Thank you, everyone. Hello. hello. Hold on. Let me give you a shouty outie as well here real quick. Let me do that. And it's Gecko. Thank you for the follow as well. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yeah. What up, Big T? Double rate indeed. Yeah, how did you guys enjoy Titanfall? How did that go? How did that treat you all? Hell yeah. How are you guys doing? Let me go to this little screen, real quick for no reason at all. Yeah, definitely no reason whatsoever. But yeah, how are you guys doing? How was Titanfall? How is everything? And thank you for the follow as well. Much appreciated. How is it going? How's Titanfall? Yeah, it was fine. We had the top 50 PC in our lobby. Oh shit, let's go. Hell yeah. Yeah, fun, but someone may have been diffed. Yeah? Oh shit. Well, as long as you guys had fun, that is important. I also know that Titanfall is a pretty good, like... I know you've mainly done, like, the PvP part, but I know Titanfall 2 is also a very nice solo campaign and whatnot as well. Which, well, hell yeah. It's a shame that there's no new Titanfall so far, you know, it's a bit of that legal limbo right now. But, yeah, sounds like an was the enemy team, yeah. Also, by the way, guys, I got some awkward news for you all. I might end stream. I might be ending stream soon, by the way. I might be ending stream soon. Because you see, there's a solar eclipse that needs catching. And it's probably gonna happen any moment now, right? Like, solar eclipse, Schweiz! Schweiz! Let's see. Yeah. Ought to catch it sooner. Go show the of course, you know, I'm as chiseled as the statues of the very Greek gods themselves here, you know? But yeah, no, thank you guys very much. Do make sure to check out all of them as well, guys. Do make sure to check them out. And yeah, no, I mean, I guess we'll just do some hanging out and some yappage here if you guys don't mind. We're pretty much done with the indie games. By the way, I can go through the little indie game list real quick for all of you raiders as well. There were some pretty nice ones, so maybe some of it sounds cool to you. Death Ward, a little Zelda-inspired necromancer game where you kind of adventure on solve puzzles. The Dungeons of Horror being a through and through proper roguelike or roguelite, where you basically, you know, you have a character, you go for the dungeon, and you know, you build the dungeon as you go. You plop down the tiles trying to reach the boss. And then there's also Lootbound. Lootbound's a lovely time. I played actually more Lootbound than I intended to play Lootbound for, you know, if that makes sense. Very lovely time. If you like Slay the Spire or Backpack Hero, from what I heard, might be a thing for you. midnight moments, couldn't really check it out, crashed my OBS. Omen, Exedio, Hunger, very lovely game if you like reading. It's like a little bit of a visual novel in a noir style and very Eldritch. Very, very Eldritch. And then Pelcoin, which you just saw, very, you know, top-down, Soulsy kind of game. Been pretty fun so far. Like, I've been very much enjoying it. Good art too? True that. Good art as well. Lots of these games did. Absolutely. But, yeah, no. Like, those are some of the indie games we went through here. But, you know, guys, please, I'm not one to leave you hanging, since you kinda rated on by, and I'm probably gonna be rating out myself. I know it says only 2 hours, but again, gotta keep in mind that it's because stream got crashed by that one game. I will be rating out myself as well, since it's just unfortunate timing, so I'm very much sorry, but I do appreciate it nonetheless, guys. I very much do. And again, hope to catch you guys live sometime as well. Tomorrow will be live the same time as usual, 2 p.m. CEST, aka, you know, Europe time, Central Europe time, which is like what, like 8 a.m. EST or something like that. And we're gonna go for a while. We'll probably start with some Quasimorph, and then we'll have the main event being Species Unknown. Imagine Phasmophobia, but in space and with aliens instead, and actually not as monotonous and boring as Phasmophobia. Sorry, that game, I can't play Phasmophobia itself. That game, I fall asleep. I'm sorry if you like that game, but it's not for me. It's really not for me. But that Species Unknown one, it seems to have some nice variety going in it, and seems pretty lovely. So we'll be checking it out with some friendos. But, yeah, again, sorry that I have to rate out as well. I wish I could stay longer, especially after being rated by you lot. But, you know, alas, that is the fate when there's a celestial event happening, aka solar eclipse, right? So I kind of don't want to miss it. Who can we go for? Who can we go after? Unless you guys have some ideas as well, if there's somebody you wanted to raid, if you were like, to rate Twerk or to rate someone else. Now is the opportunity to do both. You know, now you have the chance to do both of them if you have any suggestions here. Otherwise, I mean, I do have some people, but if you guys happen to know someone, let me know, right? Let me know. Absolutely. Since, yeah, I do have on offer Elder Scrolls, Elden Ring, some retro, probably what, Battletoads, yeah. We got some more Elder against Skyrim. What is this? We got My Little Cafe Nightmare, some yapping, Zomboid, painting miniatures, and some electronic repairs. I don't have anyone right now. That's fair, don't you worry. In this case, we'll simply spin the wheel, for I feel slightly pressured by the sun and the moon. Come to me, moon and star, come to me, through fire and war. Alright, let's do it. And the chosen one for today's raido is gonna be none other than a stinky elf. None other than a stinky elf. Alright, so we're gonna go to Drea. Yeah, good old Drea. She is currently painting some minis. Really likes her warhammers and whatnot, and again, just gotta make sure to call her out for being stinky, alright? You gotta call her out for being stinky when we raid on by. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, very lovely having hung out with you all. If you guys would like to join the Discord, we got game nights, movie nights, and then some in there. And, you know, if you fancy StarCraft, you know, there's always a little place there. See you later, Buff Orc Man. See you later indeed, Hope to catch you one of these days there. But yeah, speaking of, I'll see you, hopefully, maybe, who knows, perchance tomorrow. Take care everyone, have a lovely rest of your day. Until then, bye bye.